Hello, Meditating Mama. We are just about to hit phase 2 of our 30-day meditation challenge. From days 6 to 10, I'm going to change things up a bit on you. So, if you have been using an awesome app or a guided meditation, you may not like what I'm going to have to say, but we're going to, everything what that we're going to do this month is about exploring different forms of meditation to understand how you show up in your own mind, in your heart, and what style of meditation really suits you best. That being said, the next 5 days, days 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we are shutting off those guided meditations, which means it is you, your breath, and your thoughts. That can feel really intimidating and overwhelming because I have heard from many of you who say things like, I can't shut my mind off, I can't find my zen, and all of that is normal. And I'm going to get into all of that, but what I want to say specifically to that, I can't shut my mind off, my thoughts are going crazy. I just want to bring you back to the goal of meditation. The goal of meditation is not to shut our mind off, right? Even like monks that meditate for hours and hours on end every day cannot shut their thoughts off. As human beings, and as human beings who have been conditioned to live a certain type of way for so many years before we bring up this practice, we're always going to have these thoughts, right? So the goal of meditation is not to shut our thoughts off. That's an impossibility. We're breathing, we're alive, our thoughts are going to come. The goal of meditation is to notice those thoughts, to become aware of those thoughts, and then bring our focus back to our breath or bring our focus back to our mantra. And that's really what we're going to be working on over the next 5 days. It may sound daunting, but stick with me. We're already 5 days in. Make sure you're reaching out to me and letting me know how you're doing so that I can help support you in the best way. Let's talk about shutting those guided meditations off and meditating just within ourselves for 5 days. So how do we do that? My first go-to is using the mantra inhale, exhale, and really focusing on that mantra to get started, right? So when I go and sit for meditation and I notice right away that my thoughts are kind of pinballing, what they call it is the monkey mind. That's really what we're victim to most of the time, and that's why we bring upon this practice. But if I find that I'm deep within my monkey mind, before I do anything in my meditation, I bring my focus to feeling my inhale and my exhale. And that may be my mantra for a while, and I may stay there to that point. Another great tool I love is counting. So Abraham Hicks is a spiritual teacher that I follow, and this is just fact in general. If you make your exhalation twice as long as your inhalation, you will calm down your body. This is great to know when we feel kind of crazed with our kids. But a great counting tool that Abraham Hicks recommends is an 8 count. So what they recommend is counting your breath in for 3 and then out for 5. So it looks something like this. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So while you're in your meditation, you want to just count those numbers along while you're inhaling. Inhale for a 3 count, exhale for a 5 count or a 6 count, make it a little longer, up to the number 8 or so, up to the number 10, whatever resonates with you most, and sit there, allow your focus to be there. Now, while we're in our mantra of inhale, exhale, while we're counting, thoughts may still appear, right? It's totally normal. So if that's happening to you, you are not doing anything wrong. You are doing everything right because you are alive and human. So what we want to do in those moments is just recognize, oh, what an interesting thought. Allow it to pass. And I've given some tips on the past on how to allow our thoughts to pass. And return our focus back to our breath, right? That is the magical moment in meditation. Every time we notice that we are in thought, to return our focus back to our breath, back to our mantra. If you have to do that 176 times in 5 minutes, you are still meditating. You are still meditating. You are still doing it. You are still committing to that practice. So another form of meditation during this silent type of meditation that I love, really is a mantra, right? So if inhale, exhale doesn't resonate with you, find something that does. Sometimes I say to myself, inhale love, exhale peace, or whatever it is resonating with you, right? Inhale calmness, exhale stress, release it. Whatever it is showing up with you, something that you can focus on, something that resonates with you for the next 5 days. Every day could be different. You're not stuck on anything. Every day is different because every day we wake up and our body, our soul needs different things. So find a mantra within this 5 minutes. Turn those apps off. So just take out your phone, set your timer. and just stick to that timer of 5 minutes. And I'm really curious what comes up. I'm really curious how this is going to enhance your practice, how it may even turn you off to the practice, and that's okay too, because I implore you to really stay consistent, because we will get past this. And it's really an interesting practice for our own selves to see what happens when we turn off all the distractions, including the guided meditations, which can be a distraction. So the next video below is going to be about how to meditate with distractions, because so many of us are meditating in our real life, which means our kids may be around, or we may be listening to the fan in our bedroom, and that's totally cool. But watch my next video below. I'm going to share a little bit more about my story and what to do in these moments when you notice that you are so distracted by your surroundings during your meditation. Keep it up, mama. You are doing a kick-ass job.